everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Black Knights going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the London Black Knights and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Lockett, the man in motion. Now it's Newton. Now he's flushed out right. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Lockett, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And it's not the punting unit. It's the offense that will stay on the field and try to pick up the first down. Lockett, the man in motion. To throw is Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Mariota on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 16. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Returning it, John Ross. Oh, what a move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown! A great effort there. 32 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember, this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Lockett the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Oh, a little 360. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Lockett the man in motion. Here's Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Newton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 13 yards that time at a first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Lockett the man in motion. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And look out. I think he's going to go. 30, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
In motion is Grant. On 2nd and 10, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Newton on third down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mariota. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And McManus able to put it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Robinson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Lockett, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They will go for it. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Mariota to sneak it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 1st down, it's Newton. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Block it in motion right. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
20.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. It's complete to Graham. So we've come upon halftime. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all three of those positions.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. K.J. Wright able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often. On
first down, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down and the offense needing 5 yards. Throwing is Mariota. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff looking right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff as they run left side. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sean Robinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Third and long, it's Newton. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They needed 17 on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they got. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ballard. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
To throw is Newton. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. The slot man in motion right. Play action now. Mariota. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Eagles. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down deep in their territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 65 yards. Now Newton on 1st down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Quan Alexander. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Again, Newton. quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. A strong running. Escaping the pressure right. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In motion left is Wilson. Back to throw, Newton. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again, Newton. A swing pass caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Newton. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a divisional matchup in the NFC South between two proven wideouts. It's Julio Jones going up against Brandon Cooks.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll make it third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Ryan on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is right through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. On first down, Brady. He gets it to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down, Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Brady going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Brady now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Now they'll run with Lewis, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He sets to fire deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
So after the INT, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady now on first down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done.
Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They try again with Lewis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And after the good gain last play. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Brady. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Coleman now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And Brady will sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is their fullback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Brady going to look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, Bandit! 20! 20! Back!
He'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here.